Speaking of single stocks, my next guest is picking up some of the hardest hit names in the market this week, like Micron and AMD, both trading higher on the session, but AMD is down about 4% just since Monday. Let's bring in Kim Forrest. She's Chief Investment Officer at Bokeh Capital Partners. Kim, by the way, do you worry at all about the sort of single stock ETF thing Bob was just talking about?
I really do. And if anybody is out there listening, you have to sit down with a pencil and paper and watch how your earnings disappear because of the single day reset. It is really difficult for people to understand. It's difficult for professionals to understand because you think you should get the difference between the 2 days where you bought and sold it, but that is not the case. And anything with inverse or leveraged, you should stay away from because it probably has this single day reset, which is just crazy to figure out.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised because this is an SEC, it's a Democratic administration, and Gary Gensler, and they're, looking out for the little guy. They're, obsessed with crypto and kind of doing the right thing there. But this feels like, I don't know, maybe there's a justification that I'm missing.
I don't know. Or maybe this is even scarier. Maybe they don't know how it works either.
All right, let's move off that topic and back to your, you can justify your stock picks. How about that? AMD and Micron, what do we could spend for the chip makers? What do you think is going on here? What's the real story?
Sure. So no doubt things like AMD and Micron have benefited from stay at home, work at home, and all of that. So they're getting a 1-2 punch where people are not moving back into the office, which might predicate businesses refreshing their PCs, because we all use PCs if you use spreadsheets or Word documents, right? But so that is gone, and people at home are not buying them right now because they've already refreshed. So in the short term, these companies that have relied heavily on the PC market are just getting pummeled, and the gaming market as well for NVIDIA. But here's the thing, if you're going to hold this for 3 to 5 years, we are going to increase the amount of digitization even far and above what it is right now. And these are the companies that are going to make the chips. And it really is that simple of a story.
What about, I'm just gonna go there, what about Intel? I mean, is a rising tide going to lift all ships here? And what about, a boat that just got $50 billion of government help?
Yeah, well, as a taxpayer, I'm not jumping up and down about giving away free money because that's not free, it's our money. But I will say this, that it is important to onshore some of these fab plants.
Yeah.
And it is entirely too concentrated in any one area of the world, especially Taiwan. I don't think anybody can argue with that. I do like Intel. I like the direction that Pat Gensler's going in. I think he has the corporate understanding of the company, and I think he has the chops to do it. And I'm for Intel.
We're all rooting for him. Let's put it that way. A couple of other names here that jump out to you. Why UPS? Why Coke in this environment?
Sure. So we're running a sector neutral strategy, which means we have exposure to all sectors in about the same proportion of as S&P 500. But I really like those two in particular because they're really good at innovation and they put the shareholders first. So I'm looking at UPS where they're firing some of their terrible customers, their money-losing customers, and who wouldn't love that? And Coke seems to have gone away from fizzy drinks, and I think that that's a really bold step for them, and they should be able to benefit.
Kim, there is a double-leveraged Coke ETF if you really feel strongly about it.
Don't do it to me. Don't.
Kim, thanks for your time today. We appreciate it. Kim Forrest with Bokeh Capital Partners.